Low-mileage Toyota Supra unicorns exist and you can buy one, but it'll cost you. A trio of unmolested Supra are available through Mecum Auctions Kissimmee event. As you'll find with any automotive genre, supply and demand, topped with a healthy serving of nostalgia determines the value of popular chassis on the used market. You've seen Porsche 911 pricing skyrocket, select Nissan Skyline models that have almost doubled in recent years, and even bargain econoboxes, like 90s era Honda Civics that have been hit with the enthusiast tax. Cries of "it's not worth it" have echoed through social media as the asking prices have continued their meteoric rise with no signs of slowing at this point. Finding that next project might be tougher than you think if your vision involves a popular model, like the MK4 Supra. Already a fan favorite well before its Fast and Furious movie debut, which boosted the car's popularity Cries of "it's not worth it" have echoed through social media as the asking prices have continued their meteoric rise with no signs of slowing at this point. Finding that next project might be tougher than you think if your vision involves a popular model, like the MK4 Supra. Already a fan favorite well before its Fast and Furious movie debut, which boosted the car's popularity exponentially. Years later, finding a suitable example for sale has become increasingly difficult, while finding one that hasn't been modified is almost impossible. If it's low mileage you're after, you're in for a long hunt that likely ends with an obscene asking price. Mecum Auctions, years of collector, vintage, and antique cars since 1988, has offered various MK4 Supras in the past, but they're usually modified in one form or another. The group's upcoming Kissimmee auction, however, has a trio of JZA80 Supras up for grabs that are unmodified, hold very desirable low mileage counts, and all come from Tampa Garage's collection. Supra White Turbo Premier Edition Targa, $160,000 to $180,000. This 1993 turbo model in Supra White with black leather interior has a 2-owner history and a clean Carfax to back up its 40,378 odometer reading. You're used to seeing the large factory spoiler towering above the rear hatch, but this example wasn't produced with the signature piece. The original 2JZ GTE is in place and just as Toyota left it, backed by a 6-speed manual and LSD. The car's recent service history shows a general safety check, fresh Toyota battery, and a fluid flush. Supra Red Turbo Premier Edition Targa, $100,000 to $125,000. This Premier Edition Supra, like the one above, doesn't get any fancy fender badging or unique interior material, but rather marked the debut of the new body style in 1993. Premier Editions do receive a small placard atop a pocket in the center console, and it's said that buyers were gifted a roadside assistance program at the time as well. This red on tan leather MK4 is all original, with just 66,000 miles, but carries a lower estimated value based on its automatic transmission. Collectors and enthusiasts cherish a manual shifting sports car, and as such, slushbox versions come down in projected pricing in the collector's market. For the buyer with plans to tear the car down for a full-blown project, an automatic might be the ideal candidate, as it's likely lived a less stressful life as compared to its 6-speed brethren that's likely been put through its paces.